Good morning. We are here with Mr. Alex de Santiago, director of the IUP program. First of all, happy birthday, Alex.
Thank you.
Can you tell us something about it?
I just turned 32 yesterday, so I had this party going on from Friday, Saturday, yesterday, today, and probably this weekend as well. So it's been so far so good.
Okay, and can you tell us something about you, about yourself?
About myself, I'm 32 years old. If I could describe myself in one word, would be passionate. I'm very passionate about what I do. I've been here at the Tec de Monterrey as the IUP program director for the last 3 years and a half. Before, I was 5 years director of the high school, international high school we have in France. And before that, I was program manager for the automotive industry. I love sports. I love mountain biking. I love running. I love basketball. I'm an Atlas fan. I like soccer. And what else? I am the youngest of my family, so I'm 32. My brother has 36. He lives in Vancouver. The one that has 40 lives in Madrid. And my parents, they've been married for 44 years now.
Okay. Now we're going to make you some questions.
All right, excellent.
Well, first, thank you for your time. And to begin with, what was your dream job as a kid?
My dream job as a kid was probably, to be honest with you, all the way up to my 12th or 13th birthday, it was being a doctor. But then I had the chance of living in a farm in Minnesota in the US. And when I was seeing a cow giving birth to a calf, I fainted. That's the only time I fainted in my life. So I realized that blood and all these disgusting natural things are not my things. So from then, I really liked being an engineer because that's the example I saw with my father. That's the example I saw with my two brothers. So that's what I had in mind, being an engineer.
Okay. So far, which is your biggest professional achievement?
So far, I would say that it is an achievement that it's ongoing because it's the result of my work. I see it. It's in the long term. So working with you guys, I will see the results probably not tomorrow, but probably within the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So I am planting the seed. And I'm waiting for the results in the future. So. If I have to name one precise, I would say being named the director of the high school when I was 24 years old. So I had to move to France, I had to speak another language, adapt myself to another culture, and that was one of the biggest challenges, and that's probably a milestone that I have to say when I talk about my professional life.
So, Alex, what was your biggest inspiration to become a teacher?
To teach, to share. I think when you are passionate about what you do, when you can transmit to the students the knowledge that you have, the expertise that you have gained, I think that's when you add this value to the classes. So I like being asked about other things, and I like when my students challenge me as well with tough questions, because that proves that I'm on the right path. That is a challenge for me to keep on investigating and gaining more knowledge. So I like being challenged, and I like sharing my knowledge and expertise with others.
Okay, and as a teacher, which has been your biggest problem and challenge?
As a teacher, my biggest challenge probably creating a course is from scratch is quite challenging because you have to find all the material, because you have to find interesting stuff to show to the students. I wouldn't say it is a challenge because I enjoy that. So probably the strategic project management class has been so far the toughest one, because leadership one or the management and innovation, I really like those subjects.
And have you always been a teacher, or have you worked in something else?
No, I studied industrial engineering and I graduated in 2005. And my first year was as a program manager for the automotive industry. So I was working in Sanmina SCI. We were building the displays for the alarms for the Honda Accord and Honda Civic worldwide here in Guadalajara. So I have the expertise of working in this very dynamic and exigent industry such as the automotive industry. And then afterwards, when the tech offered me the job position in France, then I became a teacher. So I've been a teacher since 2006. Yeah.
So Alex, why did you decide to join Tec de Monterrey and not other university?
First of all, because it's my alma mater. Second of all, because it's the best university. I mean, I truly believe that we are the best university in Mexico and Latin America. Number three, because the Tech was the first one to knock on my door and give me a huge opportunity of going abroad, going to France and living in another country. So I'm very thankful with the Tech for the opportunities, and the opportunities are there. You take them, or someone else will take them. And I am the type of person that likes to take the opportunity as it shows.
And well, now that you've been talking, you really like tech, which has been your best experience here?
My best experience, it's when you see the results of your work, when you see people using the concepts that you have taught them, people asking you so many different questions rather than in the classroom. So for example, any personal issue, that means that you have created like this bond with the people. And I think that is what I enjoy the most, like creating this special relationship with my students. I try to have at least, well, I would say with 100% of my students, I'm used to having this type of relationship. I like people to trust me, I like to trust in people, I like the confidence between us, and I've received calls, for example, from previous students in France calling me for advice because they were breaking up with their girlfriend, because they were getting married or whatever. So I really enjoyed that moment. I think it is priceless. So it's when I think that my job goes beyond what I was expecting.
Okay. So as a director of IUP program, how do you plan to improve it, or what are your future plans?
Okay, so the future plans for IUP, to be precise, we have an internship in Cincinnati about to close the deal. So that will be for summer internship for marketing and a semester internship for international finance. So we are very close to closing that. We are working, in fact, we might be having a meeting within the next 2 weeks with the University of South Carolina, which is the #1 worldwide for international business in the undergraduate level. So we might start talking to them to see if we can reach an agreement of working together an international business program as well. So I think that is a major thing. And in terms of the internal organization, we aim every single time to provide the students with the best activity possible. So we like, for example, today we have the IUP Day. We are bringing in 4 CEOs. So that is the type of activities, I would say that is the challenge that we have, to provide you with these type of activities so that you have first-hand information from the key players in the region.
So Alex, for the last question, do you think that you have been able to achieve the peak of your career? If not, what is your goal?
Definitely not. I am far from reaching my professional top. I think the more you demand yourself and ask yourself for more, I think you will keep improving every single time. One of the suggestions that I will give you is to always aim as high as possible, right? So always aim high, work for that. Dreams are here to be done, as simple as that, to be fulfilled. And there's a quote by Jeff Bezos, the CEO from Amazon, and he says, "We are our choices, so create a great story." So we are our choices, so the choices you make today are impacting your life. Either it is today, in the short term, or in the long term. So my invitation to you guys is to always choose right. Always choose thinking in the long term, and always, always, always ask yourself a little bit more. Go the extra mile, because when you do, and when it becomes part of a philosophy of life, when you give that extra mile every single time, then you will find yourself very, very often alone, because no one or not too many people are willing to give that extra mile. So my final recommendation would be, we are our choices, and always go the extra mile. And the third one will be passionate about what you do. When you don't have that passion, you can enjoy life, but life is not just to be enjoyed. Life is to be challenged, to be to be played, to be enjoyed. So that will be my recommendation for you, young students.
Well, Alex, thank you for your time. These were very interesting questions. It's always good to know what your director needs life, its professional achievements, and what are the plans for also students in the IUP program. It's good to know what are the plans for the next couple of years. So
All right.
thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys, and enjoy.
Thank you.
Bye.